Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys my 5 tips on how I would pursue a lipedema diagnosis if I had to start from scratch today, and also how to navigate medical gaslighting. Very regularly, I have followers reach out to me on my Instagram account and tell me that my information from my page has helped them get their diagnosis. This fills me with so much joy and is the whole reason that I created this account to begin with. I wanted to help you guys be better communicators with your doctors and with your insurance carriers so that you could avoid some of the mistakes and pitfalls that I personally had to experience when I was first starting out.
What are you doing?
I'm burying you.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
You're waking the neighbors!
No!
Shut up!
No!
But rarely I'll have a follower reach out to me about a doctor who is completely dismissive of their symptoms. And unfortunately, over the weekend, I had a follower who was a victim of medical gaslighting reach out to me on my account and share her story. And she shared a horrific story about something that had happened to her that is all too common in the community. Please be aware that this video includes a trigger warning. I don't want you guys to have to listen to a story if it's going to be distressing to you, and I know many of us have had this happen to us personally. I'll put down in the caption below the minute marker that you can skip ahead to if you don't want to hear my follower's story, and if you just want my 5 tips on how to pursue a diagnosis for lipedema. So my follower told me that she had printed out some research that I had shared on my Instagram account and had brought it to her doctor pursuing her diagnosis. My follower had some pretty serious symptoms of pain and fatigue also associated with what she suspects is lipedema. Her doctor kept referring to the condition as lymphedema and actually ended up having to Google what lipedema was in the middle of her appointment. I believe the next series of events is going to stay with this patient for an extremely long time and absolutely affect her ability to trust doctors in the future. So if you want to skip ahead, now's the time to do it. Next, this doctor had my follower stripped down to basically nothing and wanted her to show her doctor where exactly she thought that she had lipedema. My follower told me that this made her feel extremely humiliated and very, very vulnerable, as she should. She left her appointment feeling hopeless. No conservative measures were suggested, and this doctor didn't refer her to a lymphedema physical therapist or make any future recommendations to see any other specialists past that appointment. She dismissed what my followers suspected was lipedema as just simply cellulite. This so traumatized my follower that she waited an entire month to tell me about it. When I tell you that this breaks my heart, it absolutely breaks my heart. I have personally been in the position that she was in, as have so many other patients that I've met through my advocacy work. Fortunately, not all providers are created equal. The whole reason that we call practicing medicine practicing is because we are expecting those professionals to continue their education throughout their entire careers. Science is ever changing and ever evolving. These medical professionals are supposed to continue to keep updated on the most recent research that's available to them. And unfortunately, some of them practice better than others. I am so beyond proud of this follower of mine. She came prepared. She had her research. She was ready to vet this medical professional to make sure that she could properly care for her in the way in which she deserved. It took a tremendous amount of bravery for her to pursue this diagnosis in the first place. And unfortunately, this doctor totally missed the mark. These things clearly are more common than they should be with our patient population, mostly because we don't have codes specific to our conditions. And if you want to learn more about that, jump over to my insurance video and give that a watch to learn more about procedure codes, diagnostic codes, and why they're missing in America today. But that's a side quest for another day. For now, let's talk about my 5 tips on how I would pursue a lipedema diagnosis if I had to start from scratch today, and how to navigate medical gaslighting. Tip number 1 is I would do exactly what my follower did and bring reputable sources of research to my appointment. The Lipedema Foundation website has tons of free printables that are meant for professionals as well. So make sure to go give them a visit before you go and pursue your lipedema diagnosis. Number 2, I would start tracking my symptoms now. I would keep about at least 2 months to 3 months worth of symptoms tracked somewhere like an app or in a medical history binder. I personally use the Period Tracker app. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. But I've personally found that the severity of our lipedema symptoms seem to be really synced up with our cycles. And by keeping a medical history timeline and using these symptom tracker apps, we can really help ourselves in the long run when it comes time for maybe potentially having to pursue secondary co-occurring condition diagnoses that are associated with lipedema. The third thing I would do, again, is go back to the Lipedema Foundation website and check their list of providers. The website has plenty of providers who have registered as knowledgeable in lipedema with them, and they can tell you who is specific to your location. Even if it's just a physical therapist, it doesn't hurt to call their office and ask them who is good to diagnose in your area. Many times, physical therapists who have registered with the Lipedema Foundation have their finger on the pulse of who's the best to diagnose in the area. The fourth thing I would do is to bring someone that I trust with me to my appointment as a safeguard. This could be another patient, this could be your mom, this could be your grandmama. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be somebody that you trust and you feel comfortable around that wouldn't be afraid to step up and take up for you if you start to get gaslit by your medical professional. And number 5, I would remind myself that I know my body best. I've been living in this body for almost 40 years. However long you guys have been living in your own bodies applies. That medical professional's degree doesn't trump your lived experience and your symptom management that you've already been having to deal with for so long. Medical professionals practice medicine, and some professionals practice better than others. Again, I am so proud of this follower of mine who came into her appointment with her own research in order to vet this medical professional that she was considering allowing to care for her. I applaud her for her bravery moving forward. She has decided she will continue to try to pursue a diagnosis despite this traumatic event that happened to her. And I hope she keeps in touch, and I can't wait to share with you guys once she finally does get her diagnosis. If this video resonated with you and you would like more information on how to pursue a diagnosis, I actually do have a free PDF that you can print out for yourself in order to help you make your own medical history timeline and binder. I personally had to do this in order to get a diagnosis myself, and I just thought it would be a great idea to share with you guys so that you can do it for yourselves at home. I've also included a questionnaire that you can fill out and fill your own information in to help you ask the right questions to get the right answers from your doctors. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me about your experiences with medical gaslighting so that we can continue to share this so that other patients don't feel so alone. Make sure you come subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss how patient education is changing the game. Make sure to follow my cheat codes to health, cheat codes to coverage, and my 5 R's to recovery to help you better communicate with your care team and manage your symptoms associated with lipedema the same way I have. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you get the diagnosis that you deserve.